Just want to make a few quick comments about the situation with tourists in Thailand, and it's juxtaposed against the Westerners who want to live in Thailand. I've got videos and I want to do more videos about why you shouldn't live in Thailand, or if you want to live in Thailand, if you've met a Thai woman, you want to marry and live in Thailand, you want to be very careful about that. But I want to do more videos about that. But the funny thing is, my theory, and I think it's borne out over the last few years. I made a few Facebook posts about this. I was always talked down. People always talk me down, but I think I'm proven right. And I stand by what I said. And I'll say it again, that Thailand is cracking down on Westerners who live in Thailand. They're making the rules more stringent. Even the Thai baht, in a previous video, I talked about the Thai baht being so strong. That could be on purpose to force Westerners out of Thailand. Thailand doesn't give a stuff about you. If you're a Western living in Thailand or you want to move to Thailand, that's one more reason why you should think twice about going to Thailand, because Thailand, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't give a stuff about you. Thailand doesn't want Westerners to live in Thailand. In a way, yes, for the money, but they make it really, really difficult. But for tourists, it's the total opposite, because of course Thailand wants tourism. Tourism is Thailand's number one industry. And over the last few years, it's become more noticeable right up to the present time. Thailand is, how can I say, sort of bringing in, or basically what I'll say this, Thailand is bending over backwards as far as it can to take it up the backside from Western tourists or foreign tourists, Chinese, Westerners, everyone, as hard and as fast as possible. Thailand doesn't give a damn about, how much they're effed up the arse by Western tourists, foreign tourists. They want as many in as possible, as hard and as fast. They don't care about the consequences. They don't care about how Thailand's been ruined. They don't care about how Thailand's environment's been ruined and trampled on. They don't care about how much damage they do. They don't care about how badly behaved the tourists are. They just want as many in as possible to get as much money as possible. That's always sort of been the case with Thailand over the years, but recently that's a specific policy by Thailand. Right at the moment, it's been noticeable for the last couple of years that Thailand is really going all out for as many tourists as possible. They're bending over backwards to take it up the backside by foreign tourists. They want as much money as possible, but on the other hand, they don't want you to live in Thailand. Now, recently there seems to be more and more reports about badly behaved tourists. But again, Thailand, and there's less reports about Thailand authorities taking action. In the past, you used to be arrested for minor offences and deported. Now, like I said, the Thai authorities are bending over backwards to just let the tourists do what you want. There are so many reports of badly behaved tourists, abusing locals, being racist, getting drunk, just vandalising things, breaking things, you name it. Tourists are doing it, and the Thai authorities don't care. The Thai police, the tourist police, have directives from the government. Let them go, because we want as many tourists as possible. We don't care what the hell they do. They just want to, as long as they come here for the short term, spend their money and leave. And we don't care how badly behaved they are. That's what's going on, and it's really sad for Thailand, because Thailand's been ruined. Thailand has been ruined by these tourists, whether it's more and more Chinese tourists coming in, Westerners, any country. I don't mean to sound racist, but any country in the world. At the moment, the worst tourists seem to be, apart from the Chinese, Americans and Russians. The Russians, there's a lot of, there may well be more Americans and Russians than other countries. There are a lot of, British people, French and so forth, but the Russian trolls are being let out of Siberia, They want to experience the hot weather, a nice country for a change. They've been living in the snow in Russia. They're on vodka anyway in Russia. They come to Thailand, go crazy, drink even more. They're drunk all over the place. The Russians are a joke. The Russian trolls on the streets, running amok. It's amazing how many reports of badly behaved Russians there are, and Americans. Americans are a joke. It's almost like America is forcing out the worst American citizens into other countries around the world, because Thailand's getting all these Americans, and all these reports I post on my groups. Just go to my groups, especially my Thailand Watch group. I post everything, so all the evidence is there if you don't believe me. The Americans and I think they're backed up by the embassy, abusing locals, getting drunk, trashing the place, causing damage, and they're not being arrested. They're not being deported, and they go somewhere else and trash somewhere else. So I really think that Thailand, especially now, the current government's gone crazy. I don't know what's going on. The current Thai government is crazy in a number of respects. The weak Thai baht is a joke. I've spoken about that. The tourism's a joke. The Chinese coming in is a joke. Thailand's becoming a Chinese province. It's becoming a province of China, and it's getting worse and worse. China is bending over backwards to take it up the arse from China. It's as simple as that. And any tourist, like I said, they're trying to let as many tourists in as possible, no matter how badly behaved, and also the damage to... They have closed down a few tourist attractions after years of environmental degradation, like the beach, literally the beach where they filmed the movie The Beach near Phuket, in a southern Thailand, Krabi area. Finally, instead of having a quota, now Thailand won't do quotas, will they? They won't limit how many tourists go to the beach or any national park or anywhere to stop the environmental damage. That's too smart for Thailand to have a quota. Okay? And that also proves my point. They're just letting as many tourists there as possible to trample the environment until they're forced to close the place down. I'm not sure if the beach is back open again. It was closed for a couple of years. It might be back open again. I'm not too sure, but that's what Thailand's doing. Instead of quotas, which is a smart thing to do, they're letting as many tourists in as possible, destroy the place, damage the place, bad behaviour, drinking, you name it, and they don't care because Thailand wants to pack in as many tourists as possible, get as much money as possible. As long as you piss off back to your country, Thailand doesn't care. As long as you come in, spend the money and piss off, Thailand doesn't care. And it's a real shame they don't control things or have quotas or what's going on. Just a bit of a rant about tourism in Thailand. And the opposite was, if you want to live in Thailand, like I said, it's a joke to live in Thailand. The rigmarole you've got to go through, the red tape. I've done videos about it. I'm going to make more videos about living in Thailand. It's an absolute joke to live in Thailand. So there it is, just a few comments. This video is already too long. Take care, and that's the way it is.